Mark Legan from West Central Indiana. My wife Phyllis and I, along with our daughter and her husband, operate a livestock and grain farm here, about 1,000 acres of row crops, and we've been involved in quite a bit of conservation efforts over the last several years.
This 10 acres that our home sits on was in sow lots for 50, 60 years before we moved here, and it was a goal of ours to be able to change that to make it into a home site as well as a place where wildlife would feel comfortable. And we started with building a pond, and we're fortunate enough to work with our local Soil and Water Conservation District in doing that. When we built our pond, we also wanted to construct a wetland up above the pond, so the water would flow into that wetland first before it reached our pond. There are several reasons behind that. One was to filter the water, using native grasses and plants that we planted there to clean the water and allow any sediment to settle into this shallow wetland. We've got some duck boxes out there, and just places that they can kind of hide, and it's pretty woolly, but I think that's what the animals like. So.
We've no-tilled for a long time, basically since we've started farming. Here in the last 4 or 5 years, we've got more extensive in the use of cover crops. Most recently, we've really gotten interested in barley as a cover crop and also as a harvestable crop that we can utilize in our pig rations. Last year we planted 110 acres of barley. We were so short on corn for the sow diets, but also because we had so much nitrogen left, residual nitrogen in the soil, trying to tie that up. One of the fun things the last few years, my banker has a couple of bird dogs, and I've enjoyed going out bird hunting with him, and kind of taken it on, both Phyllis and I have, as a challenge to get some wild quail established back around here. And behind where we live here, there's some CRP ground on the west side of the pond. We put a food plot out this last year. Last winter, when the snow came on heavy, I was actually carrying pig feed out to them and feeding them on top of the snow drifts.
As a new grandmother, I'm really, I guess, started thinking more about the future and how important it is that we take care of things that we have here on Earth. As we've grown through the years, we've been able to plant trees and to help the land heal, hopefully, and maybe leave that a little bit better for our granddaughter.